Good morning, Kuya. Actually, I have three questions in relation to photo blogging. First is, we've all probably heard of the phrase, size does matter. So, talking about online, there's a lot of web space, yes, but for most of us who are actually using self-hosting, it's a question of how big your image file is. I've been doing a lot of resizing using Fastone Resizer, but I have this certain problem wherein when I resize the photo, it actually cramps it, and it makes it look like I'm making it too sharp. Is there a way that I can resize photos, batch resizer, without having this cramping effect?
I'm actually the wrong person to ask that. Because I don't use Photoshop a lot. So I only use Photoshop to put my name on it or to do that. What I do believe in though is I use the original always. I might downsize it a bit, but I use the original with that. Sorry that I don't use Photoshop.
And the second question would be in regards to watermarking copyright in your photos. I know that a lot of bloggers have actually experienced this problem where their material or their work actually gets used without permission. So what are our limitations in terms of rights involved this copyright?
Copyright. First, you have to have proof that it's your photo. Second, you have to communicate with the person who copied it. Initiate talks in order to facilitate either a recognition or taking down, or even at one point compensation. The legal option should be tackled last. Be open for negotiation. I've seen and heard a lot of people. Usually, their material has been copyrighted, has been pilfered, and put on other sites or even on some videos. Sometimes it takes just notifying the person who took it, and going for some settlements. But again, you have to be vigilant with your photos. Sometimes you only learn about it from friends, or sometimes the problem sometimes you're not even linked back, so you don't really know. A few months ago, there was a case with a portal about this, and it took a few weeks and a few negotiations and talk, but eventually everything was corrected. The one with our good friend in Iloilo, I think what was also negotiated up to the point of a legal thing. But the point is always have communications always before jumping. The legal option is the last always.
Lastly, regarding especially candid photography and street photography, for those who are interested in photojournalism online, I heard that in the case one time I was in a community service, we're not actually allowed to post pictures of the kids. What are our limitations actually in photography, like old people or kids? Are we not allowed to take pictures?
Well, usually with candidates, if you're going to post it or publish it, you have to have a waiver signed. Usually, but then again, there are there are events. For example, let's say there's public event. For example, let's say in Cebu, the parades, you can take pictures there and upload it. That's no problem if it's a public event. Celebrities as well, but there's a tricky line on that. If it's bordering on paparazzi, they might take legal issues against that. But oftentimes, for the movie Love Actually, just to give you an idea, this is in UK. They took shots of the people, even video shots, and after video shots, they went to these people and asked them to sign a waiver form, or that we are actually going to use this and that. You cannot publish a picture without consent. That's the bottom line. So with models, you're kind of safe. With cosplay people, with the models, I think that's a given already. With friends, but you have to be careful also with friends, because if you post an embarrassing picture of a friend, baka magalit sa'yo, so poking ka or worse.
But with that word published, so we in the online community, by doing so, putting it online, we can already consider as published.
Yeah, at least that's what I believe. And once you put it online, it's already published. And Attorney Castillo was here. One of the papers, he mentioned an open letter left in the room is considered published. I think it's safe to assume that if you're if you're posting that, consider it always as published.
Thank you, Phil.